Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I upload it. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to discuss about the primary system of classification which was given by Henry. Also at the end of the video I have brought certain previous year questions from NET exam and I'll be discussing these at the end of the video. So do watch the video till the end. Also, if you want to get this PPT, then I have uploaded this on my website. You can go check out the link in the description box. There are many more notes and PPTs available on my website, so you can have a look. So let's get started. Now the entire Henry classification system, basically it has 7 major divisions which include different classifications like primary, major, secondary, subsecondary, final, key, etc. In this I'm going to discuss about the primary classification, which is one of the most important classification, right? So, the primary classification system for fingerprints has been developed by Sir Edward Richard Henry in the year 1897. So, remember this. The primary classification system is a 10 finger system. So, we have 10 fingers on a hand, and this particular classification accounts for all those 10 fingers or all those 10 digits also, we can say. Therefore, it must be used when prints from both the hands are available. So this particular classification can be used only and only when all the 10 fingerprints are known to us. Then what we need to do is we need to give a numerical value to each digit. So for that what we do is, like, we know that there are different types of patterns like whorls, arches, loops that are present on your hands, right? So each of these 10 digits or 10 fingers are going to have these patterns. So if there is a whorl present on your hand, then we give a numerical value of 1 to that particular finger. And if there is arch or loop present, then we give a numerical value of 0 to that particular finger. So where we can say that this particular classification, that is the primary classification system, is concerned only and only with whorls. Why? Because if we have any other pattern other than the whorl, like for example if we have arch or loop, then that numerical value we're going to give it a 0 numerical value, and that is going to be of no use in the counting that we'll be doing. Alright, so only and only whorls are given importance in this particular classification system. So now let's move on to the next step. What we need to do is, fingers on each hand, they are given an identifying number. We start from the right hand. Alright, so we have 5 fingers in the right hand and 5 fingers in the left hand. So we need to give each of these fingers an identifying number. So we start from the right hand first, and like the first number is given to the right hand, and that to the thumb of the right hand. We start from the thumb, then we go to the index. Like for example, if this is your hand, right? So we start from the thumb. This is your right hand. All right, we start from the thumb, so this becomes right thumb, right? Then we go to the index finger, we give it a second number, identifying number. Then the third is the middle finger, we give it a third identifying number. Then we go to the ring finger, and then we go to the small finger or the little finger, right? So first number is given to the right thumb, second number is given to the right index, third number is given to the right middle finger, fourth number is given to the right ring finger, and fifth number is given to the right little finger. And similarly we go on for the left hand also: left thumb, left index, left middle, left ring, and left little finger. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, likewise numbering is done. Then next we have this table. In this table what we have is that this particular row is for the right hand fingers, right hand fingers, and this particular row is for the left hand fingers. All right, how are we going to move? Like you can see 1 is written over here, this means that it is a right thumb. Okay, then this is a right index likewise. All right, this one is a 6 number, we have left thumb, right? So we go on like this. So what is this number over here denoting? This is a particular value that is given to each and every finger. Like for example, the right thumb is given a value of 16, right index is given a value of 16. Then this will be right middle finger is given a value of 8. Likewise, this one is left middle is given a value of 2. All right, so that's how we go. And what did I just tell you in the previous slide? I told you that whenever there's a whorl present, we give it a identifying value of 1, right? And if there is any other pattern, we give it a value of 0. All right, so let's assume that the right thumb has a value, has a print of whorl. All right, this is a whorl. So what does this mean? This means that first of all, whorl has a numerical value of 1. So what we do is, since this particular finger is having a whorl, so we multiply the value, this 16 value, by 1. All right, now let's take an example of another finger, like for example this one, right? So let's say this has a loop. All right, loop pattern is present on the left finger, left middle finger. All right, and we know that left middle finger has to be multiplied with a 2 number because of this table, right? So since it is a loop, so what does that mean? We have to multiply this number by 0. All right, so this will become a 0. Like for example, if this one is a whorl pattern, then what we need to do is multiply this particular value by 1. So these values like 16, 16, 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, these are fixed for every finger. All right, you just simply need to multiply it by the numerical value. That is, if a whorl is present on this particular finger, multiply this value by 1. If a loop is present on this particular finger, multiply this 8 by 0. If an arch is present here, multiply by 0. All right, so that's how it goes. After that, we have this formula over here. So what does this formula say? We have all the even number fingers on the numerator, right? Even fingers on numerator. So what are all the even fingers? This will be an even finger, even finger, even finger, and even finger. So all these right index, right ring, left thumb, left middle, and left little, all these will be present in the numerator, and rest all will be present in the, that is the odd ones will be present in the denominator. Divide by odd fingers in the denominator. And after that, what we need to do is we need to add a +1 to the entire score. All right, then what we get at the end is what we are looking for, that is the primary classification value for that particular person. Now let us understand this with the help of an example, which is very important for you to apply it to real life. So what you can see in front of yourself is fingerprint chart for a particular person. So let's see. So first, let's quickly draw that what we just learned. All right, this is done. Then what we see here is that this particular finger is a whorl. All right, so what does that mean? Look only for the fingers that are having whorls, because rest of the fingers are automatically going to be multiplied by 0, so that would be of no use. So just look for the ones that are having whorl. So this finger is having a whorl, and which finger is this? This is a right thumb. So right thumb we have, and that is a whorl, so this has to be multiplied by 1. Then we move on to this one. Which finger is this? This is a right middle finger, and this has a value of 8, and since it is a whorl, we multiply it by 1. Then we have this finger. This one is a right ring finger, and we have a value of 8. right? Then we move on to this one. This is a left thumb, and left thumb has a value of 4, so we multiply like this. Then we have a whorl here. This is a left index, and left index has a value of 2. Then we have another whorl here, so left middle, and this has a value of 2. Then we have whorl here also, left ring, 1 into 1, and left little 1 into 1. So these are all the values that we are going to have. Now what we need to do is we need to put that in that numerical formula. So for that we are going to put all the even numbers fingers in the numerator and all the odd number fingers in the denominator. So it goes like this, right? So all the even number fingers, what are all the even number fingers? This one. So we don't have any whorls, so we need not write it. Then we have even number, right? So this is the right ring, so this has to be right and 8 over here. Okay, then next is sixth. We have this finger is this one, left thumb, so just add it, add a 4 to it. Next even number is this, and this finger is left middle, so add 2 to it. And then comes this one, left little, which is giving a value of 1, and then we have to add a +1 to both. We have to add, right? Let's go on to all the odd number fingers. So for that we start from 1. We are having a whorl, so yes, we'll count it, and that is 16 value. So 16 plus, then we go on to third one, which is a right middle finger, giving a value as of 8. Then 5 is having no vowels, we'll leave it there. Then 7 over here is left index, which is giving us a value of 2. Then we come on to this one, which is giving us a value of 1. Alright, so now add all of these. 16 divided by 28. Now we can further, so we can say that the primary for this particular set of fingerprint is 16 over 28 or 4 over 7. I hope that you understood how we are supposed to answer these kind of questions. So now let's have a look at the previous year questions. So the first question is 10-digit classification system of fingerprint is credited to. This is a very easy one. I told you in the first slide only that 10-digit classification system is given by Sir Edward Richard Henry, so A will be the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. In primary fingerprint classification, following patterns are given numerical value. So I've told you guys that the numerical value for whorls is 1, and for any other it is 0. So here the numerical value, proper numerical value that actually carries some kind of importance is given to whorls only. So the correct option is C. Now let's have a look at the next question. In 10-digit classification of fingerprints, a person having whorls in all the 10 fingers will be classified under which of the following? So since there are whorls in all the fingers, then we have to multiply all the finger by 1. Like quickly draw this: 16, 16, 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1. So all these have to be multiplied by 1, since we know that all the 10 fingers are having a whorl pattern. So in that formula we know that all the even fingers and all the odd fingers. So 16 into 1 plus 8 into 1 plus 4 into 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 1 into 1, and also plus 1 additional that is added in both the denominator and the numerator. Similarly, the same is to be done. So what we get here is 31 plus 1 divided by 31 plus 1. So that is equal to 32 by 32, and the correct option is B. Then next question, with a primary classification of 1 by 1. So this is primary classification that has been given to us. What pattern types will be present in the right ring and little finger? So you can clearly see here that since the formula is 1:1, that means everything else has to be a 0. And when will it be 0? When none of the fingerprint is a whorl, right? Because look here in the formula that we have, the formula looks something like this. Here we have the values and then we have a +1, right? So in this they are saying that there's 1 by 1 is the final number that we are having. So what does this mean? That this entire value will be 0, and this will be 0 only when there will be no whorl present. So now let's have a look at the options. Both will have loops. Now there's a possibility, let's leave it. Then ring will have loop while little finger will have whorl. Now this is not at all possible because there is going to be no whorl. Then both will have whorls. This is also not possible. Now let's have a look at the codes. Now just simply cross the ones that are having 2 and 3 in it. So 2 and 3 is here, so that means A won't be the answer. Then here also we have 2 and 3, this also would be the answer. Then in D we have 3 is the correct answer, but 3 cannot be the right answer. That means B is the correct option. Then next question, what will be the pattern combination in the ring finger of fingerprint slip whose primary classification is 1 by 31? So here you can see that since the numerator is just 1, that is the +1 value only, and that simply means that the entire numerical will be a 0. So that means none of the finger is a whorl. So we can simply eliminate a few options from here, like the ones that are having whorl in the numerator, because we can never have a whorl in the numerator in this case, because the value is just +1, and that +1 accounts for the extra +1, that is a constant value that we put. So this won't be the answer and this won't be the answer. Now let's have a look at the other part, that is the 31. We have 1 by 31, right? So we looked at here. Now let's have a look here. Now when can the value be 31? So we know that if we know that the maximum value is going to be 32, as we looked in the previous question, right? So when will the value be 1 less? Now we know that this constant value cannot be deducted, it will always be present. So the total of 31 will be present. When will that total be present? Normally the total is going to be 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. This will be the case when all the whorls are present, and then this +1. But in this case we have a value of 31. Now when will the 31 be attained? This we cannot remove, this has to be present. So the total of this much area is going to be 30, and then this is going to be 1. Then we are going to have a value of 31. So what does that mean? To get a 31, this little finger has to be a value of 0. Then only we are going to have this 31 that has been asked in the question. So this will be 0 only and only when this particular pattern, that is a left little finger, this pattern has to be a 0. That is, it cannot be a whorl, right? So what they are asking us in the question is we need to tell about the ring finger. So just make it this one 0. Then they're talking about the ring finger. Now the ring finger is going to be which finger? This one. This 2 is the ring finger, and since this value is not 0, then that means it is a whorl, right? So the correct option is going to be loop by whorl. I hope you understood this one. The right option is going to be B. And I think by mistake I have given the wrong answer for this. This is not C but B. Alright. Now the last question, which of the following is the number of classes in which fingerprints can be classified with the help of primary classification? So the correct answer to this one is 1024. That is option A. So I hope that you understood the primary classification given by Henry. If you have any doubt, then do let me know in the comment section. Do like this video and share it with your friends, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.